It's the time to get down.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Let's get down on the good news train. Have your morning coffee with Mario every Monday. Get the 311 before the morning's done. Laugh until you cry. You can always rely on morning coffee with Mario every Monday. Morning coffee with Mario.
What's happening? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, everybody, to the Morning Coffee with Mario show, the show that brings you live AM reality talk and a chance to spend a couple of hours, reviewing the world situation and perhaps making a difference. Now, we break it up into sections, but so you can be part of a little bit of it or part of all of it. But first of all, we got to welcome you. So welcome, everybody. I'm checking everything to make sure it's working, Vic.
Okay.
New expansions, you guys, so there's more stuff for me to check. It looks like the Facebook stuff is going okay. It looks like the Twitch. Now we're on Twitch. Thank you. Hello to the Twitch audience, which is a whole new audience for us. And hello to the Facebook audience, which let's make sure that they are there. The Facebook will reset that. Sorry about that. So we'll get that reset, you guys. But anyway, welcome to Morning Coffee. A wonderful day in the neighborhood for some of us because the weather is starting to warm up a little bit. Item of the week, you guys. The excitement of the week has got to be Black Panther. Man. That's what people... Are you talking about that? Are you guys talking about that? That is the talk of the town, Vic. We haven't seen it, right? I hate to say.
I'm not telling anybody.
I checked the show times. I got a printout.
Oh, they're all over the world.
I got a printout of the show times right down the street.
24/7.
At the former Magic Johnson Theater.
Yeah. Cineplex.
So it's down the hill, but Black Panthers hit you guys. Let me tell you, because that's one of the first stories I had to mention because everybody's talking about it. Let me tell you some of the stats. Okay, they raked in $120 million by late Sunday. I don't know what the final figure really was, but by late Sunday, it was already $192 million, which is the fifth highest opening weekend ever for any film. It's the fifth highest opening ever for a film. The second highest weekend opening for a Marvel film. The demographics were totally changed, and that's what everybody's talking about. They're talking about how this movie has affected the way the industry is now perceiving movies related to black folks.
I mean,
we as black folks knew this, but the industry now...
I thought it was just about a good movie.
Well, fact that it is a good movie and that it has essentially a black cast, black themes makes it so different. Let me tell you some of the composition. Typically, Caucasians make up 50% of all movie sales, African Americans about 15%, Vic, and Hispanics about 21%. For this movie, 37% of the ticket buyers were African American. 35% were Caucasians and Hispanics were 18%. Wow. Most superhero movies tend to draw on audiences that are 15% African American. Right. And it's also up for women. So the whole thing is up for women. Now, the thing that they're talking about, Vic, is that this is a trend. And they say, well, it's really just saying that the industry is just recognizing the obvious, which is black people, but this shows you the state of the consciousness of the world out there. So this is news. And they talk also how this comes after the recent hit Get Out, right? Mm-hmm. Which was a satirical view of race relations in the United States. It was the highest grossing film for a first-time filmmaker. Okay, and that was $255 million on a budget of $4 million.
Right.
Now they say together, this especially with the Black Panther cast, almost entirely African American, bunch of female characters, that they say this represents a trend. So I don't know. I'm just saying that we're happy. Let's give it up to the filmmakers. I went and got his other film. I haven't watched it yet.
Okay. I thought it was typically about the same as you really just have to kind of look at when there's a heavier investment in the production, it transcends, period. Doesn't matter. So to me, it's more about the economics, okay? And the economics say if we have a limited release, say, in limited theaters, you get what you invest, and you get in the return. And they treated this like it was transparent. It's a good superhero Marvel comic development. And to me, that's kind of like the bottom line to me. It's, I don't know. I'll say this. Let's say the next 4 or 5 movies are superheroes of different ethnicities, including African American, they all bomb. Is that a trend? Or is that production? So I'm just going to say, let's keep it, I think they have all the right things coming together. I think when it's a good movie, when there's a first timer, they think out of the box, or it's been percolating a while, and we had talked about this before. This was a development starting in 2005. So and most of the time when you look at production, is it really a trend? Or is it that it took that long to percolate for the right timing and bringing everything together? And most of it is about money. So most people want as much money as they can to throw into expanding as much as they can with the storyline and everything. And I think from what I've seen here, just from the commercials, and I haven't seen it yet, it was very intriguing, man. And so far, the ratings look good. And they got some wonderful actors in here, man. So they made sure not to spare no expense. That's just my opinion, though.
Well, there we go. So I'm going to try to get out to see it very soon. If it wasn't for all this stuff that we had going on, I would have seen it already. We had a busy Friday. Saturday, I attended the Najee and Gary Taylor concert at M3 Live in Anaheim, Vic. Really a good show. Najee did a wonderful job.
Right. I saw a couple of lives.
And I posted some on Facebook.
Yeah.
I posted some on Facebook, some of the scenes. Let's see, maybe if I can show one. But I posted on Facebook some of the scenes, both from Najee and from Gary Taylor, who was there. And so it was an enjoyable show. And I want to say thank you to my good buddy, Celeste Parrish, who not only chauffeured us safely to and from the event, but was able to, I'm a difficult passenger sometimes, I'm a difficult passenger sometimes.
Right.
And, but she managed to tolerate me in this. Here's one. Here's a nice short one. Let's take a look. Here's Gary Taylor live. Let's see how this translates. So, but out in Anaheim, M3 Live, and Najee, the band was slamming. I was in the front row. I was so blessed. I was actually in the front row. I posted some Facebook pictures of me putting my feet on the stage.
Oh, that's cool. That's called front row.
I don't know, Vic. See, some of these days, stuff's having a bunch of.
Oh yeah.
Firefox says it's not responding.
Yeah, you know how it is sometimes, man.
If I could get it to stop, not my computer. All right, so we don't, obviously that doesn't want to show. But anyway, we enjoyed the show. If you want to see, go on Facebook and take a look. And I have posted some things from that. Hey, Vic, quick announcement, too. Everybody needs to know that currently, right now, there is a live protest going on at the White House.
Yeah.
It's hitting all the news. And it's the kids involved. It's the young folks who are taken to the streets to do this, and they're hitting the streets. And it's going on right now. So, not that I want you to leave us, but I want you to be aware of all the things that's going on. So.
Oh yeah, so I guess they're not gonna. It's not gonna mess with the kids. No tweeting about the kids, huh? Hey, don't even go there, man. Don't even go there. It takes them this much, and the campaign's on. Stay away from the kids, and that's what he's going to do. You won't see anything with the kids.
Well, that's the thing. He says he's going to be meeting with them on Wednesday.
Why?
Because someone told him he should do it. Someone told him she do it. Hey, so that gets us to the topics for today, you guys, because we're going to have the topics for today. I know for me, backlash, specifically to Trump's blaming FBI Russia probe for failure to investigate the Florida shooter tips, and the fact that the president's fumbled once again.
What about the FBI? Did they not drop the ball to the FBI?
Oh, totally.
I mean,
literally, in fact, there's a whole list of people dropping the ball.
Wow, they did it
and it's a systems issue.
Badly.
But I would tell you this is probably would shock people. I bet you if you make a list of the top things that people get notified and were to go look right now, and what I bet you they routinely miss 70%. Okay? So I bet you haven't had any systems reviews. Because these are new standards. They didn't exist before. Once you decide that you want them to start doing all these things, then you also have to decide how you want them to do it. And when it's never been done before, I can tell you, mistakes are made.
It's always about this.
Oh, always. Healthcare is no different.
This. I'm sorry, you guys.
Healthcare is no different. Healthcare, police, fire, it's all handled the same. So we're talking about that. Also in Marijuana for Dummies today, Vic, I'll be talking about what it means for Berkeley to be a sanctuary city, which it is supposed to be now. I'll also be telling you about, I had two other related stories, that Pennsylvania is opening their medical dispensaries, the first ones by this weekend, and that the Philadelphia DA has already started dismissing marijuana arrests.
Yeah,
So there you go. That'll be a marathon over dummies. What about you in sports and hot picks?
Sports is it's nothing new. You guys already know. NBA All-Star Weekend. Everybody loves LA. They love the whole setup, the accommodations, the whole thing. We're gonna say, did you get what you expected out of it? And then look at all the categories from the slam dunk, skills, challenging, the game, the celebrity game, and so forth and so on. And also, hey, look, I've really enjoyed the Olympics in Pyeongchang. Now, I know that everybody's going to talk about the Americans not doing that well. Well, get over it. Norway's
can't
the new
win
badass.
all the time.
Norway's the new badass. That Nordic country's the badass on the block. And keeping it locked like that. Hot picks, I thought it was always time because I'm actually doing my little thing with the Black History Month. Every day of this month, I sit back and say, hey, let me just remember people who have commanded some form of success. And I've also connected that to the Native American or the Native Indian. And so Hot Picks is going to recognize those young ladies who happen to have a Native Indian descent and which particular ethnicity dominates out of the groups, whether it's Apache, Cherokee Creek, Choctaw, you name it. Which ones dominate the most? And so we're going to recognize them.
Wow. Well, it's going to be a great day. A great day in the neighborhood. And now it's time for me to break out. So in honor of the Black Panther, I'm going to break out one of my own special superpower tools here at Pax Stereo, which is the magic looking glass. I keep a chant that I have to use when I fire up the magic looking glass. It goes, magic, magic looking glass. Let them know we see their ass. Being good is such a task. That's why we love our looking glass. So we got the magic looking glass. Starting to see y'all. Oh, y'all nasty. Oh, well, say hi to some of you. On Facebook, I can see you too all around there. Carl Anthony, Andrea Morris, PMC's out there, Vic, Phil Cuthbert, Marilyn Fonseca, Frank Dry. Hey, Carla Harris. Wanda Johnson, what's happening, y'all? Kristen Speller. Hello, Lorraine. There's my auntie. I'm Marguerite. That's for my auntie. Peter Spivak, my buddy from the high school football team, is there. Pete Peterson. Hamza Mohammed, my buddy from Howard. Pete Peterson, Tracy Pearson, Beatrice Davis, Scott Hill, man. Carl Anthony, Michelle Grace Soriano, my co-workers. Oh, Cindy Gushlag, what's happening, Cindy? Beverly Norris, Karen Quinn, Patricia Lawrence, Jose Venegas. How much time do I have? Oh, the magic looking glasses is powerful. Jose Venegas, Michael York, my buddy, Atomic Dog. Renee Dobson tuned into that Gary concert. Hey, Marilyn Harris, Laylee N, Cheryl Aronson, Alan Lattimore, Veronica Shakespeare. What's happening, Veronica? Beverly Norris. Okay, Elena. What's happening, Elena? I can see y'all. I can see y'all with the magic looking glass. I think it's running low. Gotta reset the magic looking glasses where we get to see you, all those Facebook friends hanging out there, coming by. Oh, I can see you still. Wash your hands. Hygiene is important when you do those things. I'm Mario Hemsley. This is the magic looking glass. Gotta put it away. Can't overuse this kind. Powerful. I know it's powerful stuff. Can overuse it. Don't want to overuse it. Every week I get to do a slideshow animation, and where I get to fire up a little something. For those of you tuned into the pre-show, I've been smoking all morning. But you know, the whole thing is to have a sativa, mellow sativa, because I've been smoking all morning, and it's been wonderful. And this is a 420 friendly show. And I told you got to start easy in the mornings because you got to go light. But I've been up. I've had some sustenance, and things are good. By the way, I don't know if you all saw it. I forgot. Here's my note. For those of you that pre-show, I don't know if you've got a chance to see it, but the pre-show, which every week we showcase Mac McAllister's Retro Jazz and Blues. Mac, you had me cracking up. It was one thing, Vic, when he did the hour show for all those years, but now that he's up to ante by making it a 1 hour video show, right, and the videos are actually funny, he had me cracking up. Okay. So now I got to watch the show. Right. Now, Mac, that kind of messed with me last night because I typically used to put this show on when I was getting in bed and just chill out that last hour. So now I got to sit and watch it, okay, but I still chill out tonight. Then in the morning I watch it in the pre-show here. But I give it up to Mac McAllister. Oh, yeah. Brother. Retro Jazz and Blues, 77. Stuck button, what can I say? But 77, Mac, but here's a note too. Alexa wanted me to make sure you knew that she could do a couple of new things. Alexa, sing Good Morning, please.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Okay, all right. Well, bravo. Anyway, here's this week's slideshow animation. Victor and Miko from last week's I, Victor, the award-winning show. Now, Victor came out in a strange garb, which has been the talk of the town, 50 Shades of Grey, I think. Or is it, I don't know what it was. Y'all take a look. Enjoy this, and we'll be right back. And then ask Vic, what was his intentions? Here's this week's slideshow animation.
Since I spoke to you. to my dream. You are the only reason, and I know I fall to pieces when you speak. And you are so captivating, and you are the answer to my dream. You are all around me, and I know I fall to pieces when you speak to me. The times you came and you went away, I have learned to love no matter what you say. Though the world's a stage and we are standing round, we can change the way we live right out loud. And you are so captivating, and you are the answer to my plea. And you are the only reason, and I know I fall to pieces when you speak. And you are so captivating, and you are the answer to my dream. You are all around me, and I know I fall to pieces when you speak to me. People and feelings show, answers come when you're searching, when you're searching. And you are so captivating, and you are the answer to my plea. And you are the only reason, and I know I fall to pieces when you speak. And you are so captivating, and you are the answer to my dream. You are all around me, and I know I fall to pieces when you speak to me. And I know I fall to pieces when you speak to me.
Yeah. Slideshow animation. Get Victor to explain this one.
This is an easy one, man. This is easy. All right, you had two things coming together last week. You had Valentine's Day and you had Black Panther. And I know that Valentine's Day happens to be a day that women focus on more so than men. And Black Panther happens to be a day where men say, yo, this is what, yeah, that's me. We tend to look at it that way a little bit. Not saying that women don't, I'm just saying. So I said, let me just bring them together. How important is the commercial Valentine's Day to something that's historically referencing something of history that will probably live on for a long, long time? What's the significance? Then I unfolded it and said, well, wait a minute. Wonder if your Valentine's Day you get comes with his Black Panther experience. And if he really felt he had the power, would you still feel the same about your Valentine's Day. And that was the whole message.
No, it's not no kinky sexual shit.
I didn't say what it was. I left that up to the
It looked like
imagination.
some kinky sexual shit.
Yeah, man.
I heard what you said. But on the other hand, when I look at the stuff, I said, well, it don't look like that. It looks like some kinky sexual
Well,
shit.
hey, look, Miko did a good job of going eyes wide shut with Tom Cruise. For those of you who go, well, what is that? Go back about, 15 plus years or something. Nicole Kidman, that whole freaky deaky stuff in the big castle. They wore a mask and the whole thing. I was just saying, look, have you ever been in a situation with somebody who all of a sudden they popped out a persona that caught you totally off guard and they really felt that way?
All I know is they were just faking it for a movie and they got married.
Right. So
I don't know what. I don't know what's gonna happen with you and Miko.
Hey, man, look.
Maybe
Hey,
some
man.
After Effects.
Hey, man.
Maybe some After Effects that we don't know.
Hey, man, this is not transparent. This is the real deal. People have dealt with this. I bet you somebody out there actually had a Black Panther experience on Valentine's Day. We just don't know who it is. That's all I got to say.
I want to. Hey, we got to ask Mac if they got a Black Panther up there in Port Townsend. Because it's cold up there. Alexa, what's the weather in Port Townsend, Washington?
Right now in Port Townsend, Washington, it's 34 degrees Fahrenheit with clear
Shit.
skies and sun. Today's forecast has mostly sunny weather, with a high of 37 degrees and a low of 26 degrees.
Dang, okay. Thank you, baby. Thank you.
That ain't happened. Black Panther staying in the house.
Back, they got Black Panther up there in Port Townsend.
He's staying in the house.
They got Black Panther up there in Port Townsend.